Okay, so this was the summation from 1 to 2024 of the floor of log base 2 of k. So k is going from 1 to 1024. At the whiteboard, we said this thing was jumping from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. And then we had to count the number of times the number 0 occurred, number 1 occurred, number 10 occurs, blah, 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 to get the sum. All right. So, some preliminary work was written down for you. Certainly, we'll go through that in the video that'll be posted over here. But I always say when I'm doing problems, I get to the end of it, I get an answer, and then I wonder, did I make a mistake somewhere? Am I like off by 1? And that's a big problem sometimes. So what I'm going to just do is, maybe, verify that the arithmetic is good. Again, all this stuff was done by hand, and we're going to do that at the whiteboard. So I want to go to Sage. I'm going to type the problem in. And the first thing I'll type in is reset. All right. Now, if I were doing the problem, I would define a variable k. I'm seeing that. K equals a variable. And that's variable k. All right. Now, the other thing I'll do is I want to go back over here, and I want to type this thing in over here. So I'm going to type in f of k is equal to the floor, and then the floor of what? Log, L-O-G, of k. And in Sage, I'm going to say at the base is 2. All right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, did I get this right? F of 1. Well, that's 0. Did I get f of 2 right? That's 1. Did I get f of 3 right? I'm not going to go through them all, don't worry. You know what? It didn't do it. And someone says, what happened over there? Sage is not computing the log of the log base 2 of 3. The reason for that, it's not a nice number. All right? So I want to go through that, and let's see what happens. All right? So I'm going to do the up arrow, and I'm going to do dot n, and it gives me the 1. All right? I had to force it. Now, again, if you keep going through this over here, let me just go through another one, and instead of doing log of 3, I'm just going to do powers of 2. So 2 to the 1. Whoops. I made a mistake there. I'm sorry. Got to pull this thing up. I'm going to do 2 to the 2 now. I think you get the idea. It's pretty easy to do. 2 to the 10. I think you get the idea. All right. Let me clear the screen again. Let me type down f of k for you. And f of k is that function over there. Now what I want to do is I want to sum, S-U-M, f of k. This is the real test of time over here, k. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at 1. K starts at 1, and it goes to 1024. Now if you remember in the computation, again, it was work, paper and pencil work, by the way, but I did arrive at an answer in the end, and that answer I arrived at was 8,204. Now, what's happening with Sage now? It computes every single term, 1, 2, 3, up to 1,024, and then it gives me 8,204. So I feel pretty comfortable that what I did by paper and pencil is in fact correct. All right. What am I doing? Just verifying it. Which I think is something you probably should do with any problem. You're doing paper and pencil. Get the computer out and try to work with the computer and pencil at the same time. Thank you.